Hello and welcome to an impromptu episode of the Photography Pubcast. We're just having a little chat and get together, but we thought we'd share with you just an update on our progress for the charity walk in July. So how's it going, everyone?
So it's going to take 30 seconds and then we're out of here.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long at all.
Well, honestly, I was saying a minute ago, I reckon I've put on about 3/4 of a stone since we said we was going to do it. I've just been eating for England.
Right, so it's going well then.
So it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, I did do that long walk last weekend, and I struggled, but I managed it. But yeah, it wasn't easy. But I keep thinking I'll start my diet on the 6th of May because that gives us 2 months.
Right.
But the 6th of May, it's only in a couple of days.
I mean, not that we're telling anyone when we're doing it, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
We have told people when we do it, didn't we?
No.
Not the exact date. We just said it was early July.
Oh. Is it a secret then?
No.
Oh.
We're worried about all of our millions of fans turning up and lining the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a plan to do all this stuff. I was going to do videos about it all, and I've just got around to it and just sat on my arse, really. Yeah. But I've had really bad toothache. So I've had really bad toothache for I had a little break in between where I'd take some antibiotics and it had gone away, but it's come back again. But for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then now another week or so, and you don't want to do anything. You just don't feel like doing anything. You can't concentrate because your teeth are hurting.
But isn't there? There's a series in it. There's a series in it. Norman's wisdom teeth.
Oh, nice. Mate. That was genius, Dave.
Yeah, if I have my wisdom teeth out, that'll be it now. I won't be able to talk any sense anymore. Yeah.
I won't worry too much about that.
No, not going to be an issue, is it? No.
So you're basically saying that your teeth had stopped you training?
Yeah.
Well, it's not stopped you eating, is it?
No. The eating bit's easy. It's the other bit that I'm struggling with. I'll be fine. I did 10 miles the other day and it'll be fine.
You did 10 miles the other day?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a walk, but it was 10. I did 10 miles in steps in about 5 hours.
6 weeks.
Sort of. I played some walking football and then I went to the cricket club.
The thing to do is put the fridge at the end of the garden.
Dave, we're only doing 25 miles, mate.
Have you got a big garden?
That'd be overkill. No, I just go to the fridge a lot. How's yours coming along, Jamie, with all your walking?
Well, it sort of stumbled a bit. I started off all with good intentions of doing these regular walks and ramping up to at least double figures in mileage, but I've stumbled a little bit. Must admit. But yeah, it's all right. It's going all right. I've not put on half. Well, I actually might have put on half a stone. I don't weigh myself, so I don't know what I've put on, but I don't think I have. But I'm trying to get out regularly. I'm out this weekend, so that'll be a few more miles.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Well, they say you can't outrun a bad diet. That's the thing, isn't it? So I think really it's more about eating healthy leading up to it. Obviously a bit of walking, but it's I just ain't got the motivation. I had 2 choc ices tonight and a bit of lemon drizzle cake.
Yeah.
That was on top of sausage and mash.
Yeah. I had a full English today for dinner.
Did you?
Yeah. We found this place in the village. We haven't found it. It's been there all the time. I didn't go, oh, I didn't see that there. But there's this place in the village called the Shack, and it's really expensive, but bloody hell, it's nice. Fried chicken. Oh, Jesus. It's so nice. Yeah. Not good. Happy days.
Well, I've started walking to work.
Oh, have you? Have you, Dave? Yeah. Where do you work from, Dave?
Yeah, front room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've been planning.
Sam's fine. It's like a whippet.
Yeah. Well, I've done a couple of miles. I did a walk, 10-mile walk a couple of weeks ago, which was absolutely fine. I'm doing a 12-mile tomorrow with ascent in that as well. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. My main issue is that I've got a stag do coming up at the end of May, and then the wedding in June. So that's just going to scupper any good sort of training work that I do, because I'm going to probably be a mess after both of those.
So essentially, the person who needs it the least is doing the most training out of all of us.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this. Do we need to put some sort of like handicap system in place where us four
only have to do 12 miles
an hour or an hour and a half before Sam?
Can't we drive to halfway? And then we'll set off, and then Sam will catch us up by the time we get to the end.
That'd be good.
My main concern is not the actual walk, though. It's for 12-hour drive back home the day afterwards. Because like normally, if I do a long walk the day afterwards, I can't actually physically move. So, yeah, not sure about that.
Are we staying on this?
We're staying, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're staying on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, on the Sunday night.
Because Sunday I'm doing nothing Sunday.
Yeah,
that's fine.
There's a pub across the road, right?
Yeah,
definitely. Directly across the road. Yeah,
right. So
that was. So Sunday was just going to be doing nothing and spending it in the pub, really.
Yeah,
cool. And then drive back on the Monday. So
yeah,
body should have recovered.
Yeah, I think I've got Monday booked off work, so that's fine.
Excellent.
I must admit, I didn't think that driving home on the Sunday was a good idea.
No, or doing anything on the Sunday, really.
No. Do you know what? Right, the other day I walked from here to Wicken Fen, which is about 9 miles, right? And on the way, I thought to myself, after that walk on the Saturday, we're right below Blencathra. And I thought, see how I feel? I might pop up to Blencathra on the Sunday, right? And then last weekend, I did that kind of 11-mile hike in the lakes, and I was shot to pieces. And I thought to myself, what an idiot to even consider doing 25 miles on the Saturday and then popping up to Blencathra on the Sunday. So I think I'll be with you guys in the pub, definitely.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the training that I'm doing around here on the flat isn't really helping me for training in the lakes? Is slightly different elevations and stuff, is it? Is that what you're saying?
No, what we're doing in the lakes, mate, is pretty flat. That route that I've chosen, it is pretty flat.
I've seen that route, Daz. It's not flat, is it?
Oh, it is. No, it is. Dave, you've seen that route, haven't you? It's not. There's no real elevation.
Yeah, it's only the bus stop on the way back that takes us up and down a bit, but the rest of it's flat.
Yeah. There is an elevation bit, isn't there, when you drop, because you have to go over a bit that drops down to Durban water. It's like,
oh yeah, but there's not. We're not talking fell elevation. There's a little bit of elevation, but there's nothing serious.
I think there's a step to get into the pub
in
as
between.
well.
I remember your nothing serious though from Holm Fen. We should pop up. Do you remember that when we got to Coddiston and you said, "Should we just pop up Holm Fen tonight and go for the sunset?" And there was I tell you what, let's not. Let's leave it tonight. We'll pop up Holm Fen in the morning. Pop up my arse.
Home Fell is a pop-up.
Not Fen. Fell.
Yeah. Home Fell is a pop-up, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. I bet this non-elevation is going to be the equivalent of that.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
I've got every faith in you.
So I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking out loud. We're going to start really early in the morning, aren't we? Sort of 4 o'clock time.
About 4, yeah.
I reckon we should try to get the bulk of the walking done by midday. Like break the back of it by midday.
I think we shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Unless we stop a lot. In theory, we should be done about 2-ish, 2:30 for the latest.
You're joking, aren't you?
No? Bit later? 3?
I reckon we've got at least 12, 14 hours.
Really?
Well, if we're going to stop at a couple of watering holes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if we can get, say, 12 to 15 miles done by midday, right, start at 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning till midday is what? 8 hours.
Oh,
yeah?
we'd do that.
Yeah, we'd do that easily.
Get 15 miles done in that 8 hours. and then that'll give us 10 hours from midday till 10 for the rest of the night to do that last 10 miles. And then we can leisurely sort of,
Let's be fair. Anybody watching this is going to think my money's safe. These boys have got no chance of doing this.
No refund policy, by the way. No refund policy.
Charities have already got it.
Yeah. No, we'll
So
do it,
if I sort of slide in for the last half mile and made out I did it, I'll be all right, will I?
Well, the
Like
thing is,
people
Dave,
do
we
on
didn't necessarily
marathons.
stipulate who would do the walk, did we? We just said it was a pubcast walk. So if let's say we got to the first pub, Dave, and we went, oh, I'm talking about the one across the road, and we went, oh no, this is too much for me, right? As long as Sam finishes the walk, that's the pubcast walk done.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
What if we just did instead of us all doing it together, we turned it into a relay
Yeah.
where I do the first mile, Gaz, you do the second mile, Jamie, Dave, and then we just pass the baton over to Sam for the last 21.
Yeah.
That'd be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Been thinking it was time I left for Pubcast, guys.
Come on, Sam. We'll be right behind you.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm not even thinking about it, to be honest with you. I'm just, at the moment, I'm just going to let it happen. Let that day happen. Not get stressed over it, not worry about it. Just get there and deal with it when I get there.
Are you like joking aside? Are you planning on taking anything in particular
Toilet roll.
in your backpack?
Toilet roll.
Yeah.
Water, toilet roll. Probably some chicken nuggets.
Plasters.
Yeah.
I got when I was walking. Oh, this is a few weeks ago. I started getting some chafing, and I thought, "Oh, I'm going to get some cream." No, it wasn't.
No.
My friend of mine, when he moved to Spain, he couldn't get this product in Spain, so he used to ring another mate of his, and he used to send this cream over, and he always referred to it as arse butter. Now, I don't know if that product is actually called arse butter.
Don't Google it, mate.
That's exactly, because I thought to myself, do I Google arse butter or not? And I was thinking, perhaps not, because on my search history. So, yeah, I'm thinking about getting something.
Well, there's
similar.
the video title right there.
Yeah, arse butter. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm thinking about getting, I will take some cream.
It comes down to clothing at the end of the day. So if we all do it in mankinis, then we should be fine.
Oh, God.
Oh, that would chafe.
Oh,
wouldn't it?
God. Well, that would chafe.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
Cut
not
as well.
happening. That's
Would
not
need
happening.
arse butter for that.
No, I haven't got anything prepped, to be honest with you. I'm just going to wing it and see how I go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Water. I need
fine,
water.
won't it?
I need water. That's about it. Bit of food.
Money.
Bit of
Money for the pasties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, take my phone. Are we taking photos? Are we taking photography gear with us? Is that a bit silly?
I'm going to take my camera.
Yeah, I'm taking photography gear, tripod, camera, a couple of lenses.
Are you?
Well, yeah, but I shoot
Ooh.
micro four thirds, so you lot will all be gutted when I'm capturing those amazing images of the sunrise.
That's true, actually.
That is true. Yeah.
I'll
I
take
might
the
take
camera.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Just one lens, one camera. No tripod.
Can I put my camera and tripod in your bag, Jamie?
No.
Oh, I'll tell you what. So last weekend, it cost me a bloody fortune. So, you know the Peak Design clip. So I put it on the bag without checking. I'd put it on the right way up. I put it on the bag, laying on the kitchen table, and I'd put the clip up the wrong way round.
Oh.
And I think I didn't have my camera on it, but I think what had happened, I'd pressed the little button on the side of it by taking my rucksack on and off, and the little clip in the middle, that fell out on the floor, and I lost it. Then one of the little screws, the little on the Gitzo tripod on the legs, because it's that twist lock, which I absolutely detest how anybody uses them. I'd never know. but they're on my travel tripod. So one of the little feet, they fell off. So I had to go and buy new feet for that. And then the little clamp on my trekking poles snapped on me. So by the time I got back, I had to spend about 100 quid on replacement bits.
Oh, talk about 100 quid.
What you got?
Speeding.
Yeah, I got caught speeding. You know, when I was when I went to Cannock Chase.
Not walking football.
No. Cannock Chase. I got caught doing. What was I doing? 82.
What, in a 30?
No, in a 70 on the M6, and I'm always really good normally, but I've just lost focus, and so I've got to go to a speed awareness course, which is lovely, and £100 fine. So thanks very much for myself, which is happy days.
That will teach you.
It will. It will. It will.
I've got done twice in the same morning going to work, 2 separate speed cameras.
Oh, God.
Nightmare. Doing 37. Both speed cameras caught me at 37 in a 30. So one I had to go on a speed awareness course, and then the other one I had to pay the points for, yeah.
Well, the worst thing was I was coming back from, I can't remember where I was coming back from, but Beth phoned me up and said, "Oh, you got a speeding fine. I've got some bad news for you. You got a speeding fine." I went, "Ah, shit, yeah, I knew I'd done that. I got it clocked going through by Cannock Chase. There's just a load of cameras, one after the other. And I thought, as I drove through one, I thought, I'm going too fast here. I'm going to get done. I said, where was it? So it was on the M6, Junction 2. And I was like, didn't even realise I'd done that one. I thought it was another one, which I didn't get done for, which I obviously wasn't speeding, if anyone's watching, police. But yeah, so hate it. Frustrating. Yeah. And yeah.
Well, you'll drive to the speed limit after the speed awareness course for the first few days after you've done it, and then revert to type.
Oh, I've done one before. They are the most frustrating things ever. Do you know what, right? I don't know if your guys, the one you went to was the same. We had the two, I don't know, they're not police, are they? They're just whatever, people in suits going, right now, if you can answer all of these questions correctly, you can all leave. And this was right at the very beginning. And he went, right there. So what's the speed limit here in this instance? And everyone's like, I'm like, well, it's 30. Everyone's like, 30. And what's the speed limit in this instance here? And it's like, well, it's 60. Yeah, it's 60. And what's the speed limit in this instance here? Well, it's 70. Yes, that's right. It's 70. And what's the speed limit here? And it was like, literally, I can't remember. It was something or another that was obviously like 60 miles an hour. 60. And someone went, 40. Is it 40? And I went, right, okay. And I was like, I mean, they're never going to let you leave anyway, but I was like, for fuck's sake. One person. And you always get there's two types of people at speed awareness courses. There's one who goes, I can't see the problem with it. I was only doing 36. What's the problem? What's the problem with only doing 36? Well, what's your problem? Everyone should be allowed to drive faster. And then you spend 20 minutes on that. And then you get the one where the guy goes at the end, right, thank you very much. Any questions? And everyone's like, no, we just want to go. I've got a question.
Yeah, you think,
really? You've
Jesus
got a question?
Christ.
And then 4 questions later from the same person, you're like, can't we just go now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like where you are now, but round here now, everything's 20 miles an hour now.
There's a few 20s.
And that is a nightmare driving at 20. It just feels like you're not moving.
Yeah. You almost feel Welsh, don't you? They're repealing some of that, though, aren't they, Dave? Is that some of that being reversed?
Yeah, it's because some of the sheep are faster.
I reckon they are.
Well, I'd give them a fighting chance, wouldn't it?
Yeah, try chasing them in wellies, though.
True. Oh, dear. Oh, well, how was your trip, by the way, to see Sam? You have a good time?
It was rubbish.
Yeah.
No, it was the visit was absolutely superb.
Yeah.
The travel was less so.
Oh, I can imagine. How far was that for you?
12 hours.
I was longer on the way back, but wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 18. I could have walked it quicker and done some training.
18 hours, Jesus. What happened?
How comes?
Oh, there was a
Was it
broken
uphill?
wire on the railway. So, Avanti West Coast, it was the wrong kind of train operating company on the rails.
Oh, you trained it, not drove it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would never do it again. I'd drive next time. But I thought I would do some work on the Friday on the way up and on the Monday on the way back. And in the end, I didn't do any anyway. So,
Right.
Do you know, that's the only thing that worries me. I'll never use public transport. I really don't. It's always like, I'm always thinking, by the time you get somewhere, if there's a problem, I like to be in control. Do you know what I mean? In my own kind of destiny, my own travelling time, even if it is, a bit of a slap sometimes.
yeah. I mean, as I say, I was planning to work, and in the end, I didn't. So next time, I would just drive, and then, if the motorway's blocked, there's always a detour you can take. But on the train, you just at somebody else's mercy, and you're at the mercy of people with less competence than an unnamed photographer that I won't name, whose name comes up a lot.
But you had a good time though, Dave, did you? Apart from
stunning
the
place,
travel?
absolutely stunning, and the conditions were quite nice as well. Nice mixture of cloud and rain and sun, and it's just amazing. And I have to say, the hospitality was first rate,
as you'd expect.
Excellent.
No, we had an amazing.
What about you,
week.
Jay? You been out much? Sorry, Sam. Sorry, go on, mate.
I was just going to say we had an amazing weekend and properly lucked out with the weather as well. It was stunning.
Yeah, I got some good pictures. I got, I think, about 8 or 9 out of 2 days, which is a good hit rate for me. On the base, you could argue it's because, the other 500 were total shit, but actually, I tend to aim for about 3 or 4 images in a session, if you like. So a session for us was, we did a fair bit of driving, so we weren't behind the cameras that much. So I was really happy with that hit rate. But given the conditions and the scenery, you'd have to be some kind of muppet to mess it up, really.
Yeah, I went there. I didn't have a very good time. Yeah.
On that hike that I did last weekend, I found like a lovely composition that I've never seen before. I'm guessing it's got to be out there somewhere, but I've never seen it. And that was on the coal between Skiddaw and Littleman. And the views were just absolutely incredible. They really was, because you kind of got the path leading up to Littleman, the fell, and then you got Derwent Water and all the surrounding fells. But I took that. Obviously, I wasn't even going to take the shot because it was about 4 hours after sunrise, maybe even 5 hours after sunrise. Blue skies. I just thought, this view is just incredible. So I thought, I'm going to take this shot. And considering it was almost like middle of the day, you might as well say it came out so well. And I thought, right, I know it's a slog up there, but I'd like to return for sunrise up there.
Why don't we pop up there when the Sunday does?
I will if you will.
Pop up. We'll just pop up there. Just
just pop up.
Yeah, just pop up.
Yeah. No, that one is a real slap, that one. But I would do it again just for that view. If it was a good day, if it's partly cloudy, some nice kind of sun coming through, I reckon that would look stunning up there. One for us at a later date.
Are there any circular walks Jamie could do while we're there? Yeah. You got any more planned, Jamie?
No, I don't know. I'm out this weekend. Leslie's in a plane at the moment on the way to Corfu, so she's away for a week. So I've got the whole weekend to go out and find some places to shoot. So I might do a walk, but I'm more than likely just going to do the woods in the morning, and I might go up to the coast on Sunday. Sunday
I thought
morning.
you was down shooting the bluebells.
I was going to do that, but the weather, it's really odd with the weather this weekend. I don't know whether you've been watching the forecast. Well, I have, because I've obviously been keen to know what it's going to be like to get out. But the forecasters just couldn't commit to what the weather was going to be this weekend. They kept changing their minds.
Yeah. Tomorrow's good, isn't it?
Well,
it's good here.
Who knows? Who knows? I wanted a bit of confidence. If I'm going to drive 3.5 hours down, or probably 4, down to Dorset, I just wanted a bit of confidence that the conditions were going to be worth driving all that way. Otherwise, I might as well just go to the woodland here. And I just couldn't get the confidence in the forecast, so I knocked it on the head. I thought, no, I might as well just stay around here, and then at least I know when I open up, the app a few hours before, it's likely to be relatively accurate, so I can decide on where I want to go. So I'm gonna, I'll probably do that. Do the woods first thing, and then go to the coast on Sunday.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Yes.
Must admit, that is tricky with the weather apps. When I woke up on the Sunday morning at Great Langdale, I checked the forecasts, and Keswick, 2 apps said Keswick was 100% fog. And I thought, right, I'll head there and I'll have a couple of hours. And I got to Keswick, which is only 15 miles up the road, clear as a bell.
Yeah.
Not even over the lake was there even a drop of mist. It's so hard to predict. So, yeah,
it is.
Yeah. I'll probably shoot a shed or so by the side of a road somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, did you see?
Oh,
I had an osprey out the front garden yesterday.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
I was so annoyed because I wasn't really prepped up for wildlife, so I bollocksed up the shot. But if it comes back, I'll be aiming to try and do that. But it made off with a huge trout. I wasn't best pleased about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it had a fish until I processed the images. Well, the image. I threw away 299 and kept one. But I had no idea it had a fish in its claws.
Wow.
So are they nesting anywhere nearby then, Dave?
No, well, this is it. I've no idea because, to my knowledge, the nearest is way off on the mainland somewhere. So it's why it's so unusual. I didn't spot it. Our neighbour spotted it and came and knocked on the door and said, "Oh, there's an osprey out there." So by the time I grab the camera, and I do leave the long lens on it because when I'm in the house, that's the most likely use case, and I don't want to be mucking about. So I ran out into the front garden and I spotted it. It was way off and it was hurtling off, bit gutted because it kind of had the fish long when I shot it. But that could have been an amazing shot of it taking a trout out of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 3 days with not much to do, not going to be stuck on a train. So I might well park myself by the lake with a long lens and just see what happens.
Yeah. I hope you get something. It can be absolutely. I mean, I've spent now 3 weeks setting up this this woodland little bird stage, and nothing's coming at all. Absolutely. So I've just taken it all down, sod it. And took the same picture, a couple of blues, just get them in my back garden. Might as well just sit out in my back garden and get cold and wet.
Well, I was thinking, like, you set up feeding stations and all that. I thought I could pop down with my fly rod, haul a couple of sea trout out, knock them on the head and drape them over a rock and see if I can attract something. It'll probably just be a cormorant, though.
You should. I don't know. You cut out there, Dave. But I reckon what you should do is
a fantastic
go out there with your fly fishing, get a couple of sea trout, knock them on the head, and then
drape them on a rock.
That's what I would do. Drape them on a rock, or nail them to a post. That's what a lot of them do. They get the whatever it is and they nail it so the bird can't leave with it.
Oh,
so then that's how they get them on the posts.
Oh,
like so if you want to get like a red kite or a kestrel or whatever, you get a little bit of roadkill or a vole or whatever, and you nail it to the post, and then that's why you see them eating it on the post. Bird on a stick.
Bird on a stick.
Yeah.
And if the bird doesn't come, you just photograph the fish, and you've got fish on a stick.
Exactly. Yeah. Works every time. I tried it with some birdseed, but it didn't work. It just went everywhere. Couldn't nail the bastard down, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Panel
Not
pins. The panel pins with sunflower seeds. You can nail them quite
Yes,
precisely.
That would be. Yeah, I was going with too big a nail. That's what the problem was. So anyway, I think we'll leave it at that because it was only going to be a quick chat. But please keep giving to our Just Giving page, which is Just Giving, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Our Just Giving page, which I'll put the link down below in. And by the way, we should really say before we go how much we've got so far. £1,417 at the moment, which is
That's incredible.
Wow. Thank you so much to everyone who's
Thank
donated.
you.
It's really, very much appreciated.
Have you donated? I donated.
Yeah, I'm donating in my sweat. I'm walking for miles. That's my donation. No, one of the anonymous ones that you can't tell who that is.
Yeah,
that's
I
me.
come up as anonymous.
Yeah,
I put it in because I didn't know you can put your name. I don't know what I put now.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. Yeah, I put 20 quid or something in.
And mine was the one after Jamie's mum, bless her.
Yeah, I was the one. Right. You know that?
No,
one?
you wasn't, because I was the one after that.
I was the one after that. The next anonymous one, that was me. I can't remember how much it was, but I'll look it up in a bit and tell you.
I've got to say thank you to my daughter. She pledged 50 quid, bless her.
She did.
It was very generous.
Yeah,
it was.
So thank you to everybody.
Yeah. I say thank you to quite a few guys from my camera club put some money in, so thank you, and some of my friends who don't watch this, but thank you. But yeah, it was really good, and we're doing okay. So please keep giving more because we're really going to suffer for this. So it'll be worth it just to watch us suffer.
Yeah, and there was one lovely lady who pledged $50 to each charity.
Yes, that was Barbara. Barbara Liviero. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we shouldn't really single people out, but some people have been incredibly generous.
Really
Anything
generous.
You can give, 5 quid, 10 quid. Yeah, it's really good. It's all going to worthwhile charities.
Absolutely. But if you really want to impress, then you're looking at about $150 you've got to beat.
Are you selling mentions?
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah. That's a good point. If you put in more than that, in fact, I tell you what, if you put in more than that, you can have 2 minutes on here with us. I can't say more than that. You could. Well, next time we're on, you put it in. We'll get your contact details, and you can come and spend 2 minutes. Or actually 10 minutes, if you like.
That is a terrible offer. People will downgrade just to avoid it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, all right then. I've got an idea then. How about if you put in more than that, we'll record for 10 minutes less.
Oh, yeah,
there you go.
That's compelling.
Yeah. There you go.
That'll do it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your donations. We're back in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to come back on the weekend of the 24th of May, maybe with a special guest, who can say. But until then, we'll say goodbye, and thanks for watching this little update, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
See you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.